a train a-comin', it's rollin' around a bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. But that train keeps a-rollin' on down to San Antone. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry.
Hello, I'm Duncan. They say I'm a golden eagle, but I feel more like a stool pigeon in this Maine-bound mobile prison. I've been holed up since I was busted out west for killing sheep, rolling around the world on the tour circuit with a real motley crew. My wardens here are always breaking me down, taming my flame so I won't crush the tender bones of the monkeys that are itching to get near me. We have a red-headed, mean-looking Scotch female warden. Some call her Kitty Carol. To the birds, she's Hawk Mom. To me, she's nothing but a softie. There's Pete. The tough gun flew the biggest birds the states have to offer back in Vietnam. Man knows how to fly us raptors, though he hasn't been at it as long as Kitty has. He's a bit shy, though he wouldn't tell you. Coming to Maine is one hell of a long haul, but it's about as good as it gets for us. The weather's usually real nice and cool. We get to spend our days lounging out in the shady yard, taking baths, eating grub, and talking sass.
I consider these my feathered children. I don't have any human children. I chose to have these instead. And it's grown. When I first met my husband Peter, there was 5 birds. Now there's 14, including the parrot and the cockatiel. This handsome fellow is Baven. He is 3/4 peregrine falcon, 1/4 what we believe either lanner or prairie, and to me he reminds me of a spoiled child. He was bred in the wild. He has a black band on him. The black plastic tie band indicates that he was bred in the wild on the Shrine of the Immaculate Conception in Washington, D.C. The birds wear bells, including the owl, which is supposed to have silent flight, so I know what's going on in the field. I know their location in the field. If they are tethered on a perch, I can tell by the sound of the bell if they're tangled or simply scratching their head or moving around. Birds of prey, as a rule, are not real touchable. He seems, because owls are so soft, we're much more tempted to touch him. Like I say, we touch animals for our benefit more so than theirs. The Harris Hawk's 3 different personalities. Zorro is actually affectionate back to me. He will actually preen my hair and groom my face. He will groom my eyebrows and my eyelashes and stuff. I trust him completely around my face. He has never harmed me. I just stand here and just hold him like this all the time with my face right next to him. Thinking about preening me? You thinking about it? You okay? You okay, Buster? You okay, Buster Hawk? His name is Buster. The species is a red-tailed hawk. The image of his mother graces many falconry t-shirts and paintings and the like. His breeder is also a falconer and an artist and painted a nice picture of his mother, which has turned out to her pictures everywhere. And that macaw, she is an excellent watchdog. Macaws are far more intelligent than people realize. Hello? Big red bird, Scully is the silly red bird. She is a captive bred scarlet macaw. She was born with the birth defect. She has scoliosis of the spine. Silly bird, Scully bird, we all love her, Scully bird. The breeder almost had to put her to sleep because she couldn't keep herself clean and out of her waist. So they hung her in a little diaper apparatus. They couldn't sell her as a pet or as a breeder, so they offered her to us. And we've had her ever since.
I love you. I love this baby. What? Whee! Whee! Whee!
Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Of course, she likes all them other birds all right, but she won't see her trying to match her dress with the macaw.
That's what I got the outfit. That's why I made the outfit to match the eagle. Especially this part. To me, I thought of the eagle when I saw this fabric and this hat. I thought of his feathers when I saw this hat. Kind of a silly girl thing. So I'm going to go get him. There we go. Now Duncan came from Muddy Gap, Wyoming. We trapped him off of a sheep that we had split open and sectioned out to look like eagles had been feeding on it. He was considered a nuisance bird, what we call a depredation eagle, part of a group of eagles that was killing lambs and sheep out west. One thing that I will say, he stunk of sheep because he was feeding on so many sheep carcasses. He really had a terrible sheep odor about him. A female golden eagle was witnessed killing a full-grown pronghorn antelope the winter that I caught him. That's a pretty substantial creature. His feet were not this bright yellow. This is from feeding a lot of day-old chicks as part of his diet. That yellows up the feet really nice. The talons is what he uses to grab the prey. He is a gentleman eagle. He won't hurt me unless I really aggravate him, but he can actually break the small bones in my hand with the crushing power of his grip alone. I don't want to change his behavior. I just want to be part of his life. What I want to do is have him hunt with me after Muscovy ducks in Florida, which are considered a nuisance bird, Osceola turkeys, which is a turkey in Florida, and Canada geese. Those are the prey items I'd like to catch. You would like to go and sit on the perch. Nice. There you go, handsome eagle. Okay, there you go. You're all set.
Kitty is a true falconer and has raised birds for a long time, over 25 years, I understand. And they've come to this property for the last 2 or 3 summers. It's a wonderful time between shows. I think their shows are pretty intense. When they're at a performance, at a fair, for instance, they'll be performing 4 or 5 times a day for several days in a row.
Says I'm not a cockatoo. I'm an eagle.
Having the birds in the backyard is a very big treat for me. It's quite nice to come home and see them. My favorite has to be Duncan, the golden eagle. I claim that they named it for my grandson Duncan. It's a bird that she trapped in Wyoming in order to prevent his being shot. She was notified that might be the case, so she went out and trapped it herself with permission, and I think she's one of the few people in the country, really, that can have a golden eagle in captivity.
Come on, Duncan, show off them wings.
It's magnificent. It has this huge wingspan, and it's as tall as a child, certainly, sitting on his perch. It's really magnificent. I have not seen Duncan fly. I don't know that Kitty ever lets him out to do that.
Yeah, it's too hot, and he's too fat. I need to get him down to 7 3/4 pounds before he'll really respond.
And it's way too dangerous.
Yeah. If he doesn't fly off, yeah.
If he hurts somebody.
Yeah. Even though he doesn't deliberately hurt anybody, these toenails are so sharp and so powerful. Just grappling to get his balance.
They don't fly the birds on this property. They have very open fields. It's a perfect spot, according to Kitty and Peter, for flying birds. The trees that surround the field are far enough back, and there are no heavy-duty wires.
What we do with the local people from Maine, if they want to see the birds, we feel that it's best for them to see the birds in their natural state.
I wouldn't get too close. It could stick his feet right through those bars and bite me.
So we have them go down to the Rokes farm and watch the birds fly. Today's chicken day, guys. We get quail and cockerels. I'll get mice. The smaller birds get crickets too.
Last year was really fun.
Section up here. Newton first?
Yeah.
Who wants a gold eagle feather?
Y'all back off from the eagle now. Please.
Back off. Very nervous when you get on top of him. The eagle, he's definitely bonded to me. I've spent most of my time with him. But he still knows he's a wild eagle. If another eagle came into the scene, he would be communicating with that eagle in their own body language. Predatory animals do kill for fun. That's just part of the endorphin rush of survival. Eagles are no different. It's just larger prey. They will chase things and harass them for fun. He is more tolerant now, but surprisingly enough, these wild-caught birds are much tamer than what people realize. They are not domesticated, but they are what I call tolerant of distractions around them. This bird today weighed 8 pounds. Come on, honey. He said, I'm not that hungry. I'm too fat.
And I'm too fat because you won't let me fly, Warden.
What a difference cool weather makes.
The quails have eggs.
Yes, they do.
And another's right there. You can't really see it. Oh, 3 eggs! Quails. Hello, quails. What's up? Nothing more attracts bait for the birds than quails.
Hey guys, leave my quail alone, please. Get away from him. Thank you.
Yes, we do use the birds of prey for teaching, to teach that these birds are not mean or vicious or anything like that. They are predators, but no different from your pet dog or cat at home. Yes, they have predatory tendencies, but they are very gentle. They're very doting parents to their young. They're very attentive mates. They do mate for life. They're attentive mates to each other. And they just have the wide range of emotions and qualities that we have as well. I chose this career to be in business for myself because I wanted to be with the birds all the time. I would be at work all day, and I liked my work, but I missed being with the birds, so I decided to start a business where I can be with the birds all the time. Falconers, as a rule, are not social people, but we have our own little circles. So I keep in touch with other falconers. I consider these my feathered children. Two things bother me about raising human children is they always needed constant supervision, You can't just lock your child away in like a cage and take a break from the child like you can with an animal. When I put him away at night, I don't have anybody waking up in the middle of the night. I'm scared. I want a drink of water. And there's no guarantees that they will grow up. Not to be necessarily what you mold them to be, but I've seen good parents have bad kids who are drug addicts or alcoholics or terrible criminals, and they've been excellent parents to their children. There's no guarantee. It's hard. It's a hard job. I see a lot of women.
I've softened up living with Hawk Mom in vacation land. My old buddies out Wyoming way wouldn't recognize me. Hell, I don't recognize me. I still have hope that someday I will fly again, unrestrained and free.
I'm basically waiting for him to become totally acclimated to our falconry lifestyle before he is ready to fly free. Probably next year. I'm thinking next year he'll be ready.
They're probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars.
We're on the road again.
I know I had it coming. I know I can't be free. But those people keep a moving, and that's what tortures me.